नमस्ते, वेलकम टू जीवन यात्रा जॉय टीवी। हम आप सभी को अपने हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं और हाथ जोड़कर आशीर्वाद देते हैं और आपका आशीर्वाद लेते हैं कि आज आप हमारे शो में भाग ले रहे हो। आज हमारे स्टूडियो में मेरी एक जिगरी दोस्त, good friend, Margaret Lee is here to share her life's journey, her inputs about her life's journey with us so we can arrive at a place where we can help each other. Thank you. Miss Margaret Lee, namaste.
Good morning, Romela. Thanks for having me in your show today.
Thank you. So, as you know, Jeewan Yatra, you've been with me since its conception, and you know what the idea is. Can you please share with me your spiritual path which brought you here today?
Well, I chant the mantra Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It's the mystic law of the universe. So when you chant, actually, it makes you happy.
Okay.
So I started chanting in 1989,
Okay.
and I started chanting 5 minutes. It was like unusual at first, but then I increased it to 10 minutes, and I find peace in my heart.
Okay. So can you please let us know what does Nam Myoho Renge Kyo mean?
Well, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, actually, it's the to activate your Buddhahood, and to link you up with the vibration, like when you chant with the universe, so in sync, right? So you can activate your Buddhahood, because every one of us have a Buddhahood. So when we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we ignite our highest state of life, which is
Wow.
Buddhahood.
Wow, thank you. Highest state of life.
Yes.
Wow, that's a very powerful statement. And just by chanting how many minutes?
Well, some people start like 5 minutes, to be in rhythm with the universe. We have been told that you have to chant an hour, but actually 1 hour, if you do it 15 minutes 4 times in a day, that's
Wow.
durable. Like you can do that,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you actually banking into your fortune bank, by
Wow.
doing that,
It's just like you have a debit card, you go and ting, ting, ting and get your cash
Right.
for the day.
Exactly.
Thank you. That's what showed up. She said you. Okay, so I would like to share my Hum Apna Yatra. I'll just speak a little bit in our भारतीय लैंग्वेज. थैंक यू वेरी मच व्यूअर्स. ऐसे ऐसे ही इंसान ही के रूप में भगवान आते हैं हमारे ज़िंदगी में. हमारे ज़िंदगी के दौर में हमको थोड़ा देर के लिए स्टॉप होकर देखना पड़ेगा कि ये कौन है, ये कौन है. इंसान के रूप में आते हैं, अपना मैसेजेस लेके आते हैं. बिकॉज़ ये स्त्री हमारी गुड फ्रेंड मार्टिना की मम है. इनकी बेटी हमारे प्रणीता के साथ स्कूल पढ़ती है. तो इन माई लाइफ जर्नी व्हेन वी वर सफरिंग गोइंग थ्रू आवर हार्डशिप इन लाइफ, इनकी बेटी वाज अ गुड फ्रेंड at that time with Pranita, where they grew up together in school from 5 years going back now. So her compassion, of course, she said it makes you happy. So she is a compassionate person. Is that a right thing to say? When you chant, that would bring compassion?
Yes, you will realize people suffering, and you want to chant for them. Like, when we chant for ourselves, we're supposed to chant for others too. That's our practice. Yeah, to bring the Buddha out of them too.
So it's a two-way street.
Exactly.
You receive and you give.
Right.
Thank you. So I know your chanting made a difference in my life. And I honor you, ma'am. Can you please share a little bit about Martina, how the kids talk in school, and how my story reached your ears, and what you did with this mantra for me?
Well, Martina was talking to Pranita, and Pranita was telling Martina, we found out that my dad had cancer. So she came home and told me, Mom, I think you have to chant for Priscilla's dad. So, and as a little girl, she would come home, 3 or 4 years old, she would come home, bring her friend. Mom, my friend is very unhappy today. Can you please help, teach her how to chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo? So, so I would chant. I've been chanting a lot for other people. I know that they are not happy, or they're suffering, or they're looking for a job. And, all the time it's good result. And that really encouraged me, because I know that's the actual proof. Because if you see that something you chant for somebody, it
Yes.
comes through. And that encouraged me a lot, that I'm practicing the right way.
Thank
Because
you.
Buddhism is talking about daily life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And that's how we are here today. Because our life's purpose is to अपने आप को पहचान लो हम कौन हैं. Who am I? All the great, please. all our great scholars, all our ancestors, our Mata Pitaji, starting from us going back, have left us so many messages. Isn't this a book you'd like to share a phrase from?
Yeah,
Mr.
it's a lecture on attaining Buddhahood in this lifetime. It's from my mentor, Daisaku Ikeda. So, chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo with a brave and vigorous spirit. So, a path of inner transformation opens to all people. Those whose hearts shine with a commitment to truth and justice never lose hope, even in the midst of the greatest hardship or difficulty. Rather, they serve as a bright beacon, illuminating the darkness of people suffering, imparting inspiration, assurance, and courage. When we change, the world changes. The key to all change is our inner transformation, a change in our hearts and mind. This is a human revolution. We all have the power to change. When we realize this truth, we can bring forth the power anywhere, anytime, and in any situation.
Thank you.
The Buddhism of Nichiren Daishonin, based on the transformative principle of the Lotus Sutra, had made this a part of inner change available to all people with the chanting of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo as its course practice.
Thank you. I would like to explain in Hindi, please, if I may, what you just read in a different perspective, because I am a different faith. I just met this lady a year ago, before Pat's passing, when we got closer.
Right.
She started coming home after she found out about my husband, and we exchanged hugs and spoke and all this and that. And then the true chamatkar मैंने देखा उस दिन जब हमारे husband के funeral में with my daughter, उसकी छोटी बहन was really crying. You know, when you lose and you surrender and you just, and then somebody comes and holds you and gives you that love. So I saw her energy, meaning she was chanting, and I felt that compassion, that love, while she was consoling my sister-in-law. You remember that?
Yes, yes.
That touched me. That touched me that moment, and I knew there's some power in her chanting. That truly just became me more aware that, hey, this is, and you know how I'm on my own journey too, to heal my life, because you know we all are evolving.
Yes.
We never arrive. Life is a journey, isn't it, ma'am?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you for sharing such a beautiful, beautiful space with us, and we'll come back and elaborate a little bit more on this. Thank you for holding this space. Bless.
Desi Dosa Madras is a family restaurant specializing in authentic South Indian cuisine. Our menu features over 24 delicious dosas, along with other South Indian favorites. Visit us for lunch or dinner 7 days a week. Dine in or take out at 8859 Scott Road, Delta, 604-591-1591. Love Found is a global platform for self-awareness, self-development, and self-sustainability. We are currently seeking support and assistance, empowering orphaned youth and marginalized women in developing countries. If you're interested in sponsoring a child's education, volunteering your time, or even making a simple donation, you may visit us online at www.lovefound.org. Or for more info, please contact Priscilla at 604-767-0988.
Do you have any friends who struggle with depression or anxiety, ADD or bipolar disorder, or even autism? Well, there is now a true solution. Q96 is an all-natural micronutrient supplement that works so quickly to normalize brain function that Health Canada is behind it. Why? Because Q96 works and works fast. Leave your name and number at 604-541-6111. That's 604-541-6111.
Welcome back. Thank you very much. आपका हम स्वागत करते हैं। आप अपना टाइम निकाल कर हमारे शो को अपने हृदय से स्वागत करते हो। कितना फ़ोन्स कॉल आते हैं हमारे पास, क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, घर घर के कहानियाँ आते हैं कि दीदी हमारे परेशानी है, हमारे पास इनफ मनी नहीं रहता बाय द एंड ऑफ द मंथ, जितना चेक आने को है वो सभी का पेमेंट आ जाता पहले। कैसे हम ये कठिनाई में कैसे हम अपने आप को 10 मिनट बैठकर मेडिटेट करें। दीदी कोई तो चमत्कार होगा जैसे कि हमारा मुसीबतें हट जाए। तो मैंने सोचा देखो ये स्त्री हमारे ज़िंदगी में इतना दिन से है, इसका जो मंत्र है बहुत को मदद किया। जब से मैंने इसको इस्तेमाल करना शुरू किया तो मैंने कहा क्यों नहीं हम ये देवी जैसी फ्रेंड को लाकर आपके सामने शो करते हैं, देखते हैं कैसे इनका मंत्र शायद आपके ज़िंदगी में थोड़ा लाइटन कर दे, आपका बर्डन लाइटन कर दे, मीनिंग आपका जो परेशानियां है उसको थोड़ा स्पेस दे दे। थैंक यू। सो प्लीज़ एक्सप्लेन टू मी व्हाट इज़ योर मॉर्निंग ritual, like is there ritual involved in what you do with your chanting?
Yes, we do. We do a morning prayer and also an evening prayer, and we go through the 2nd and the 16th chapter of the Lotus Sutra and chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And and it's just in one phrase, 2nd and 16.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So how can one person, like how did the journey start for you, and what difference have you made in this?
Well, I mentioned that I started chanting 1989. It was the Thanksgiving weekend. I went and visited a friend in Toronto, and her aunt just received her mandala, which we call the Gohong Song, and she'd been telling her aunt to tell me about this chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I want you to share this with Margaret. So my friend Annie, she's actually a Christian, very strong Christian, and she's been chanting for 6 months.
Wow.
But she never tell me that because she was worried I'm gonna laugh at her. but I'm so gladful that she told her aunt to tell me to chant, and my life transformed because I was very unhappy working because my boss picks on me, and working 8 hours a day and being picked on every moment is very suffering. It's like I'm in hell, in the world of hell. So when I started chanting,
Been there, done it.
yeah, so I
Felt
started
it.
chanting, and first 5 minutes, it's feel very uneasy.
Yes.
So then I continue chanting, and then like into 10 minutes, and I really find peace in my heart.
Yes.
And I think peace starts from ourselves.
Thank you.
And then that, and I find, then when I started chanting, I was in control of my environment.
Thank you.
I was the driver's seat, right?
Can
So-
I just translate? Sorry
Sure.
to interrupt. I would like to mention what in Hindi, what you just said. So देखो बोलती है कि ऐसा हम सोचते महसूस करते हैं कि शुरू में कुछ नया करो तो थोड़ा awkward फील करता है। जैसे भी बाइसिकल चलाओगे कितना बार गिरोगे कहीं के तो बाइसिकल चलाना ही नहीं सीखे। So it's in us. ये मार्गरेट जी का कहना है कि पीस इज़ इन अस। तो जब हम चैंट करते हैं तो उसका ज़िंदगी का एक्सपीरियंस से देखो, इस बॉस स्पीकिंग करता था तो उसका स्टोरी शी इज़ एक्सप्लेन। वी ऑल हैव आवर जर्नी वेयर वी हैव टफनेस इन आवर लाइफ। देयर समटाइम्स इफ इट्स नॉट द बॉस इज़ द मनी लैक. It could be the environmental issue. It could be immigration. You have so many stories, and since I've been going to her SGI meetings here in Surrey and hearing stories, it just motivates me to see कि कैसे ये लोग ऐसे सत्संग कर ग्रुप्स में एक दूसरे को हौसला देते हैं। एक रकम के there will be little potluck snacks, satsang. And I went to another one. We went on Sunday with Shri Ravi Shankar group. So we all are doing it. हम सभी कर रहे हैं. So what हम ये स्त्री को लाकर ये जीवन यात्रा का शो लाकर आपके पास आपके लिविंग रूम में 9:30 Saturday morning. Please join me, and we do put it on YouTube after a week. We upload it so you can replay it and share it with your family and friends. And if there's anything you think you can pick up from this, even a sentence, if it can make a difference in your lives, that's the purpose of our show. That's our story. And isn't that Mr. Al-Qaeda had Honorable Sir, who has so many books out there. I have a lot of his books since I came to SGI. Transformed my life. And ek hi guru, this is what guruship is you become a teacher, student, teacher relationship. I have never thought that I would be going to meet this group if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for Martina, if it wasn't for Pranita. See how we all are connected? This is what I was explaining, that life is truly a journey where we connect dots. It's in us, the peace is in us. So let's share it. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead with your story.
Yeah, you remember when I met you back in February, you mentioned that
Yes.
your brother-in-law was in a coma.
Yes.
He came back from
Yes,
Guyana.
Mehram Sugun.
And he had
Yes.
malaria.
Thank you.
And we started chanting for him.
Yes.
And there's such a big change in him.
Huge.
Yeah. And we were very lucky. We was at the hospital, and the sister Christina was there. So I told Christina, I say, you should chant for Maharam because you are blood connected, you are sisters, and you will see the result. Like he will get better because of the
Blood
sister and
connection.
brother connection.
एक मिनट, yeah. So sister and brother connection. So इनका कहने का मतलब है, जो कोई भी प्रार्थना आप करोगे तो आप मन के अंदर से प्रार्थना करोगे, आप बाहर से नहीं करोगे. जैसे अभी एक दिया जला हुआ है, हम एक अगरबत्ती लेकर हम ऐसे इसको प्रार्थना करके रखे, भगवान हमारा रक्षा करना. हमारी माँ यही हम लोग को सिखाई थी. लेकिन जब वो बार बार हम ऐसे बोलेंगे ना, तो भगवान कहाँ है और रक्षा कहाँ है और हम कहाँ हैं, ये क्वेश्चन आएगी. तो ये जो चैंटिंग के बारे में बोल रहे हैं कि इसमें एक पावर है, बिकॉज इनका जो ग्रुप है, सभी लाइव ग्रुप्स ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, यू से यू हैव.
Yes. About 192 countries.
192 countries. Wow. That's an honor. And you know, imagine live people holding that vibration in their field and sitting. And is it facing the sun, east?
Yeah, because
Just a simple sentence, you can get
towards
somebody
Japan,
started right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Facing the
goodness, this
east,
is
yeah.
so good, I can feel it and I want to do it. So आप east को face करके just नाम योहो रेंगे क्यों? And there's a story behind this because it's in the media too, this story, isn't it?
Yes,
mantra.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You can
please
actually
share
if
that.
you can Google Tina Turner and Larry King. and
Tina
she-
Turner, like what's love got to do with it?
Yeah, that's the movie
Wow.
that she dedicated to the Lotus Sutra, and yeah, so her life transformed after she started chanting, and that's with Larry King. If you look at the interview, Larry King and Tina Turner, that's a good way to start
Thank
chanting.
you.
Yeah.
And you know, see, celebrities are, जैसे ये book आ जाए, celebrities, we know what's love got to do with you, the 80s. You know, kids nowadays, Pranita knows who was born in 98. So these are people who are spirit, souls, who leave dots in our lives. जैसे आपके माता जी हैं, पिताजी हैं, वो ना होते तो आप कैसे आते हो? एक घर में आजकल 3 generations होते हैं. There's 3 generations in one family in my community, and I'm so honored because I have an 84-year-old mom. You met her.
Yes.
So how this compassion opens it up when you start chanting. जब आप एक आशीर्वाद लेओगे, जब आप आशीर्वाद लेओगे और देओगे, it has to be an open flow, isn't it?
Yes.
And then you share the stories.
Right. Well, that sharing your experience is showing the actual proof of this
Thank you.
practice by chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
So you're walking the talk.
Yes.
Wow, thank you. And truly the stories we have heard and seen, and it's truly life transformation. Since I have met you in this little period of time, we were talking to a beautiful young lady who, please share the story about the Facebook incident with a person who was
yeah.
going through hardship where the girlfriend had just passed.
Yeah.
Please.
This is a young man in Malaysia, and he actually started this chanting by watching Tina Turner's movie, and he started chanting on his own. And of course, when he lost his girlfriend, he was like,
Maybe
so sad.
forgot.
Yeah, he was very sad, like he was suicidal. So I managed to message him and tell him, be strong. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is going to change your life because you are very unhappy now, but this chanting this mantra actually transformed that unhappiness to
Wow.
being happy. And I've been looking at his Facebook posting. He is a changed person now, and I'm really happy I was able
you.
to help him out in when he was the most down. time.
Yes, and I think that's a true friend. That's truly a true spirit. because kindred spirit is that, you know. See, we have modern technology these days. We're so blessed, we're so blessed to be in this part of the world and holding this space and holding this Jeewan Yatra show for you all. And please support us. And we are here at Desi Dosa Madras restaurant Monday to Wednesday. We have chai time in the evenings from 6 to 9. We have little groups getting together, and we have satsangs like all these divine leaders. There's self-realization path with Sri Paramahansa Yogananda, and you know, there's so many enlightened beings.
Yes.
On this planet, and we are just dotting each other, tagging each other. And today with this Mr. Honorable Sir Aikeda and their value creation society. So approximately how many members do you think you have right now? Just from the top of your head. I put you on the spot.
I can't really remember.
Oh man, I see lots of zeros. Yeah. So, you know, I'm sure there's millions. Thank you. Or billions. Because this is like growing like wildfire. Since you met me, I must have told about 500 people. Yes. Myself. Mm-hmm. With my Facebook, with my... And it's totally created that belief size of a mustard seed in me that, you know what, it's doable.
Yes.
This energy is so powerful. It's so nicely planned already in our lives. And all we have to do is just receive it gracefully with open eyes, open hearts, open minds. And this is what life is all about. So जब आप अपने घर में भी हो, आपके माता पिताजी हैं, ऐसे सोचिए कि हम कहाँ से आए. अच्छा, यही के रूप में आए हैं. ये नहीं होते हम यहाँ नहीं होते. हमारी भी एक बुज़ुर्ग माँ है, 84 year old. आपके घर में भी माएँ हैं, माताएँ हैं, मदर इन लॉज हैं, आंटी जी हैं. उनको आँख में देखकर 10 मिनट उनको फ़ोन करके बोलिए आज हम चाय के लिए आ रहे हैं. नर्सिंग होम में होंगे, बोलिए माँ जी हम गर्मा गर्म पकौड़ा बनाए हैं. जाकर बैठिए थोड़ी देर के लिए, अपना प्यार जताइए, अपना नाम यो हो रेंगे क्यों उनके फील्ड में ले जाइए. बिकॉज वो हमारे बुजुर्ग हैं. वो नहीं होते हम यहाँ नहीं होते. So let's bring that compassion home. That's what I'm saying here. I know you can feel it because we have a lot of satsangs with elderly people. वो हमारे अब elders को, we respect our elders. Please speak about our elders.
Well, we choose to be born into our family.
Thank you.
So we have to honor them and honor ourselves. And with this chanting this mantra, actually 7 generations before you and 7 generations, ahead of you is all plastered with this mantra. And I actually really appreciate that Daisaku Ikeda came in 1960. Because of him, I was able to chant today. So
yes.
I'm really grateful about that.
And I am so honored and grateful too for great masters like this who have walked, who are still walking amongst us. It's you, it's me, it's her, it's him. We all are one, connected to our Paramatma. जब वो दिया जलाओगे मन के अंदर तभी तो उजाला आएगा नहीं. इसीलिए दिवाली आ रही है. घर में दीप जले. Beautiful songs are there. तो वो सॉन्ग को एक लेवल डीपर ले जाइए अपना इनसाइड में. I think there's so many messages out there. There's chanting, there's songs, there's movies who are setting examples in our lives, isn't it?
Yes.
And stories like we chant and we transform and people are jumping up and, oh, I got a job. Thank you for chanting for me.
Yes. Yeah.
Isn't that like, doesn't that just blesses you? That, you know, like it's, oh my God, I just opened another lotus flower blooming.
Yes.
And consciousness is contagious, friends. And once you tap into that field, you're just blossoming all around. Thank you for sharing your story with me, Miss Margaret Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you for your daughter, Martina. Beautiful soul. Our children are our future. Our children are our assets. We are the light onto them, onto ourselves. Let's enlighten us, and then when we walk, we enlighten everybody.
Yes.
And this is when she said that Buddhahood is?
Well, the highest state of life.
Highest state of life.
And chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo activate that highest state of life.
And chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, facing east, eyes open.
Yes.
And start now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Namaste.
much.
मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी जब जब भीड़ पड़ी दुखिया पर तुम्ही रे विपदा टारी रे मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी गणिका ज्योति जन्म की पापन पर पुरुषन की प्यारी पर पुरुषन की प्यारी धर्म कर्म की निकटन आई पाप के अति भारी पाप के अति भारी एक तोते के रोम रटन से तूने पार उतारी रे मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी द्रुपद सुता पांडव की नारी जुआ खेल कर हारी जुआ खेल कर हारी भरी सभा में दुष्ट दुशासन खेचन लागा सारी खेचन लागा सारी लुटती लाज बचाई जब वो दुखिया तुम्हें पुकारी रे मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी मेरी बारी रे काहे को भूले बनवारी मीरा तेरे प्यार के कारण लोक लाज सब हारी